first grade sciences. So we are starting a whole new unit. And before I get to tell you about the unit, I want you to have a little debate. Whether you're at your home, have a debate with your parent. If you're at school, have a debate with other students. What a debate is a respectful argument, sharing your beliefs, but providing evidence or examples to back up your beliefs, which I will do that in a little bit. So here's the debate question. Do all baby creatures look like the adult? And I asked this because last week we went over animals and their babies. And that was a lot of fun to see. There's the animal baby. Here's the animal adult. But do all baby creatures look like the adult? Go ahead and in just a second, pause. If you think that all baby creatures look like the adult, be sure to tell me why you believe that. Give examples. If you believe that all creatures look like the adult, be sure to tell me why or why not. They do not always look like the adult. Okay, pause now. So hopefully you've come back with an enriching debate, which tells us that we are going into our new unit called Life Cycles. And you guys get to be what's called phenologists. That's pretty crazy. Phenologists. Phenologists are scientists that actually study life cycles. So typical life cycle of a human or an animal, you all know it. You know, all life starts out as an egg or a seed. You start as an egg. We look at little babies, human babies. They look like the adult. They just get bigger, right? We looked at baby calves. They look like the adult cow and they get bigger. We looked at little baby puppies and they look like the adult dog and then they get bigger. So here's my defense. All creatures do not always look like the adult. Here's why. Many insects and amphibians go through what's called a complete metamorphosis. It's a big word, complete metamorphosis. And that's going to be our focus of our new unit is complete metamorphosis. And so here's an example. We're going to take a look at, and I'm going to defend my answer right here with examples. So let's take a look at the grubworm. I know many of you are like, ew. I feel the same way when I find them in my soil. And here's what it looks like as an adult. Nasty little June bugs that you see in the summer. Let's look at a mealworm. Okay, that's what it looks like as a baby. Here's what it looks like as an adult. Darkling beetle. Does the baby look like the adult really? Let's take a look at I'm not going to say what it is. Look at the baby of this one. What do you think that is? What do you think the adult's going to be? Here is the adult. So we have a tadpole and a frog, okay? This one's just amazing to me. Let's look at the ladybug baby, the larva. That looks like a scary creature as a baby. And then, of course, the adult of the ladybug looks like this. So it looks nothing like the adult. Here is one that everybody can connect with and relate to. Here is the caterpillar. And what does it turn into? As an adult, a butterfly. And see, the baby looks nothing like the adult. And that's what a complete metamorphosis is that the baby goes through a massive change to look like the adult. And we are going to be focused on really 3 complete metamorphoses or metamorphosi. We're going to be looking at how the caterpillar becomes a butterfly and the stages of that. We are going to be looking at how a tadpole becomes a frog and the stages of that. We're also going to look at a chicken. The baby chick does look like the adult chicken, but looking at what happens in the egg for 21 days is something really amazing. So anyway, we are going to be focused on the complete metamorphosis in this unit and how the stages of each of these impacts that complete metamorphosis. So the first thing we are going to focus on is the stage of a butterfly, the complete metamorphosis of a butterfly. All right, so we're back, my first grade phenologists. Just as a reminder, phenologists are scientists that study life cycles. So we're focused today and this week on the life cycle of a butterfly, okay? So I use this acronym, ELPA. ELPA, to help you remember the life cycle of a butterfly. So as you remember me telling you, all life starts as a seed or an egg. Well, the butterfly starts out as the egg. So E stands for egg. Okay. Then it goes into a larva stage. So those gross, there's caterpillars. That's the butterfly larva stage. Those gross things I just showed you with the grub worm and the ladybug larva or the mealworm, that is what's called the larva stage. The larva stage, okay? Then we go into the P, which is the pupa stage. They go into some, more like a cocoon or a chrysalis, and they stay there for a while. All of these creatures do. So I should say insects do. The pupa stage. In a butterfly, it's called the chrysalis stage. Chrysalis stage. Okay, well, they go into a chrysalis in their pupa stage. Finally, and this one should be easy to remember, finally, it comes out of its pupa stage and is the adult. Okay, so I sing this song to help you remember this. Because if anybody knows me, I love hip hop. So everything's almost always put in a rap form. So how I do, so there's ELPA, and I say egg, larva, pupa, adult. Come on with me. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Let me hear you. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. And this is the stages for insects, butterflies, beetles, ladybugs. All insects go through egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. And just as a reminder, for a butterfly, when it's in its larva stage, that's when we call it a caterpillar. It's only a caterpillar if it's going to be a butterfly. When it's in its pupa stage, it's in its chrysalis. Chrysalis, okay? That's important when learning about the complete metamorphosis and life cycle of a butterfly.